vibe of things here. So the first thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to factor this piece, okay? Well, I know that this is going to factor into x plus 2 squared equals 2, okay? But let's talk about why that happens, okay? So I'm going to say 1 times 4, that is 4, and we're going to learn a shortcut in the future here, is 4. And then I know that 2 plus 2 is 4, and 2 and 2 are factors of this 4 here. So it's going to be x squared plus 2x plus 2x plus 4 equals 2. Okay. I'm going to go ahead and split the terms. On the left-hand side, they have an x in common, so that's x plus 2. On the right-hand side, they have a 2 in common, so plus 2, x plus 2 equals 2. Well, that's going to be x plus 2 times x plus 2 equals 2, which is x plus 2 squared equals 2. Take the square root of 2, okay, and that's going to be x plus 2 equals plus or minus the square root of 2. And then you're going to subtract 2 to the other side. So x equals negative 2 plus or minus the square root of 2. And then now I'm going to show you the shortcut to completing the square here. So recall that to complete the square, we need to add this term b over 2 squared, right? Now this inside term is what we're going to factor with. So that is what we want. Okay? So let's go ahead and do this here. So I'm going to start this part in blue that I know for 40 here, negative 40, that's negative 40 over 2 squared, which 40 over 2 is 20, so that would be negative 20 squared. I'm not going to go any further just yet because I'm going to use that negative 20 to factor. So that's going to be x minus 20 because it's negative squared equals 300. Okay, I'm going to take the square root of both sides. That's x minus 20 equals the square root of 300. And the square root of 300, split that up into 3 and 100. So that is going to be x minus 20 equals plus or minus 10 root 3. Then we're going to go ahead and add 20 to the other side. So x equals 20 plus or minus 10 root 3. I'm going to go ahead and box that here. Okay. On this side, we're going to go ahead and do the same thing. So I'm going to do this part in blue. I know that my b is 6, right? So we're going to have 6 over 2 squared. That's going to be 3 squared. I'm not going to move any further just yet because I'm going to use that 3 to my advantage here. Okay, so for my 3, we are going to have, we must be careful because we have that 9. Let's factor this one like normal because we have the 9 here. So we're going to do 9w squared plus 3w plus 3w plus 1 equals negative 18. And I know to use 3 and 3 because 9 times 1 is 9, and then 3 plus 3 is 6, but 3 times 3 is 9. Okay, so remember, we want the factors of 9 times 1, so a times c, that add up to be b, which is that 6 in there. Draw my line, pull out a 3w on the left side, so that's 3w plus 1, and pull out a positive 1 on the left side. That's going to be 3w plus 1 squared equals negative 18. Take the square root of both sides. That's going to be 3w plus 1 equals the square root of negative 18. I'm going to add 1 or subtract 1 to the other side. So 3w equals negative 1 plus or minus the square root of negative 18. I'll move this up to the side here. And then I'm going to go ahead and divide everything by 3. So w equals negative 1/3 plus or minus the square root of negative 18 over 3. And then I also know that I can go ahead and simplify further. Okay, I know that I can take an I out, so this will be negative 1/3 plus or minus I root 18 over 3, and then the square root of 18 is going to be, I want to say 3. Yeah, so this would be, let me get rid of the I, 3I root 2, because 9 times 2 is 18, and the square root of 9 is 3 over 3. And we can cancel those 3's out. So we get our final of W equals negative 1/3 plus or minus I square root 2. All right. Let's go ahead and take a look at this next part. So this wants us to come up. Let me go ahead and box this one here. I didn't box the other one in the right color, but that's okay. Okay, so this one wants us to use that b over 2 squared to find c, because c is what we're adding to both sides, which is the same thing as b over 2 squared to make it a perfect square trinomial. Okay, remember tri means 3, and then it's a polynomial, so there's 3 terms. So there's terms 1, 2, and 3. So let's go ahead and do this. We've got b over 2 squared equals negative 14 over 2 squared, which is negative 7 squared. Okay, and all we're going to do for this one is we're not going to write it as a square of a binomial. Or actually, yeah, we will. We can take the time to do that. I changed my mind. Let's do 49. So this will be y squared, and I'll do this in a different color now. We're going to do y squared minus 14y plus, let me do this in blue, 49. And when we rewrite this as trinomial, we're going to use what's on the inside. So y minus 7 squared. Okay. All right, let us do the next one. So b over 2 squared, that is going to be 17 over 2 squared, which is going to be 289, and you can use a calculator for this one, over 4. And we're going to add that to both sides. So that is going to be s squared plus 17s, plus, we're going to use what's on the inside, okay? And that is 17, oops, I lied, 289 over 4. Now we're going to use what's on the inside. And we're going to say s plus 17 over 2 squared. Go ahead and box these. Okay, let's do this last one here. So b over 2 squared, that's 24. So 24 over 2 squared. 24 divided by 2 is 12 squared, which is 144. Okay, then we're going to go ahead and add that to both sides here. Or well, just to the c for now, right? So this is going to be z squared plus 24z plus 144. Remember, we're going to use this b over 2 to write our binomial. So x plus 12 squared.